watching it back, was it surreal? Was it, surprising, watching yourselves kind of like go through this experience in very short form?
For sure.
Yeah.
It's weird, especially after not seeing it for an entire, or not living it for an entire year, and then watching yourself back. Like I think we all pretty much forgot majority of what we did on the show, so it's like almost a surprise for us watching it.
I think we did so much stuff in that year that it was filmed to when it aired. So it was like, not that we were all past it, but it's like we'd kind of just done so much, we did forget about it a little bit. Like, oh, wait, hold on, this show's coming out. We totally forgot. But it was a little bit weird because we were different people a year ago. We've grown since then and grown as a band since then as well. So it was weird.
Was watching us fight. Meanwhile, we had resolved that.
Yeah, we were hanging out, laughing in the pool. It's like, oh, geez, people are not happy.
It's so funny.
What I loved is that I've been on TikTok and social media, and I've seen you guys, Conor especially, like, look back and say, you guys can look back and like laugh about it, about some of the situations that occurred during the show. If you were to talk to somebody who's never listened to Midnight to Morning, especially with your new music that's coming out, how would you describe the sound that they'll be entertained with?
Bangers. I think that this is awesome for everybody to see because, if you guys don't like this, you just don't like us. But like on the show, it wasn't the real us. You know what I mean? Like this music is us, and I think the best of us. It's us represented in the best way possible. So
I think it's like when you're driving down a road with like the sun setting, the wind's blowing in the windows with someone you love. That's what it sounds like. Real poetic stuff.
Yeah, I think like on the show, we were probably still figuring out how we work together and stuff. I think part of the problem with us on the show is we're like very four individual singers, and it's really cool, I think, in our music now because you can hear that, but it ties together really nicely. But I think on the show we hadn't figured out how to tie it all together quite yet. So I think that's probably the main difference. Plus, we're making music that's authentic to us now rather than singing covers that other people wrote.
Yeah.
If you guys could choose, the two songs that you guys could have performed, music licensing aside, what would you, if you guys could have showcased what your sound was then on a cover, what would those two songs be?
It's a good question.
It's a really good question.
I think that's honestly so hard to answer just because, I think we made such like a unique sound at this point, just because we all come from different backgrounds, kind of like you just said. And, so
I don't know, it's tough, isn't it?
A country flair. Sometimes it's a little like
Dixon, Dallas.
Yeah, I think that's why it was a weird kind of show for us because, it wasn't a show about creating something where like, creating a new thing where that's kind of what we wanted to do. We're all different artists at the end of the day. Like our audition songs were all a bit different as well, and it's like we were able to make music that kind of represents that. And I feel like there's not a lot of songs that it's like, oh yeah, you could hear all of our different voices on it together.
Yeah.
There is one song I always wanted to do on the show. They didn't have it, and that was Sweet Disposition by the Temper Trap.
Oh yeah, that was really cool.
Because it's one of my favorite songs, and I'm just like, I reckon we would have crushed that song. It wasn't on the list or anything, but when we got the list, I was like trying to find Sweet Disposition. Gorgeous song, and I just feel like we'd crush it.
It was one of my favorite songs.
Beautiful song,
it's a
right?
great song.
Yeah, so beautiful. So.
Aussie band too.
Yeah,
Aussie band? Yeah, Aussie band.
I was just saying, there is so much amazing music that comes out of Australia that I was actually talking to your publicist offline that, I follow an Instagram account that literally showcases just Australian bands and music. And I'm like, why aren't they here?
Yeah, there's some good artists out there.
Oh, absolutely. So to know that, you guys are building like this this following not only here in the States and all over the world, but how's it been for you guys in Australia, especially like Shane and Zach, kind of getting used to that sort of fandom as opposed to, here back at home?
Well, we haven't been to Australia since the show has come out, so we don't know. We've only been in LA.
Oh, I would love to see what a follow-up.
Yeah.
I was recognized once in Toowoomba.
That's right. Yeah, we were in my hometown at a bar, and someone recognized Shane, which is crazy because I live in the middle of nowhere, like it's in the sticks.
Have you guys run into fans like that as of from the show? Obviously, you know,
Yeah.
they can hear what you guys sound like, you know, from the things that you guys are uploading. But like, you know, has anybody just completely freaked out and cried?
I think online there are a lot of people like if we view a story or like a story, they'll freak out.
There was one person in real life. Well, to be fair, we do actually get recognised quite a bit when we're out here. But we went to a seafood boil place the other day, of all spots, and we walked in, and this one lady just went, "Oh my god!" And the whole restaurant looked, and we were like, "Oh my god!" Like, yeah.
comes up and like
then
hugs
she
us
like
all.
ran over, and just about tackled Shane.
She almost knocked
Yeah.
me over. How like she came in for a hug and like jumped.
Yeah.
And I was
So that
like,
was pretty crazy. And then the whole restaurant sort of like went into a frenzy.
Yeah, that was gnarly.
And
Yeah.
it was a crazy night. Yeah.
Well, I want to talk about, and I don't know how much about the music that you guys can talk about. You know, songwriting. Like, who had the most, you know, sort of songwriting experience? You guys did talk about, you know, during the show, you guys were trying to write and create music while, you know, being secluded and sequestered. But like, who had at that point the most experience, and how have maybe the others grown who haven't written music before? How have you seen the evolution and the growth in that?
I would say, you know, Mason's been working with the label that we're with now for a while, so you know he's had a lot of good opportunities to write with
A lot of writing
with
trips and
people
stuff,
writing
yeah.
trips. But you know, I've been doing my solo stuff for a while now, just pushing on social media and writing my own stuff and recording my own stuff in the past. But I feel like, you know, even working with 4 people who have different opinions on stuff, it's a whole new ball game. You know what I mean? It's like you got to make everybody happy, and it's different. But I think we adjusted to it pretty quick. Everybody has some pretty good writing experience.
I think our writing got a lot better as well. Like we've been writing for this past 12 months together as a band and writing some really good tracks with some really cool people. And just every week, we're just getting better and better, working together as a team, like as a cohort, and then solo stuff as well. Like we were just really amping up our writing skills. All of us, it was great.
Is there someone who's like more of the producer, who's like, you know, I'm listening to this beat or this sound, or, you know, somebody that's more the lyricist, or is it really just a combination of everybody?
It's a combination.
Yeah.
We're all pretty anal about like how things sound and how. I thought you were gonna laugh then. I knew it. I saw your face turn. As soon as
He
I said
looked at me and I was like, I'm not going to look at it because I'll
it means clean. You know, we're all very picky about, you know, how a song sounds, and it's funny, like when we even listen to music, we're all listening for like the littlest things in the world that like normal people might not listen to. But yeah, we're all pretty picky. We all, you know, put in the work to write good tracks and make good music, and if someone doesn't like something, we'll just say it. There's no ego in a studio with us at all. You know, if something doesn't vibe, we're like, we don't think that vibes at all. And everyone's like, all right, well, let's try something new.
You guys really, I mean, I always watched you guys like before the cameras even were on. You guys really are like brothers. Like,
Yeah.
you really sense that synergy. When did that actually just click for you guys? Was that always immediate?
I
felt like it was pretty immediate, but I feel like it's gotten just, you know, deeper and deeper as we've been
It was immediate.
hanging.
It's just at this point we know like everything about each other. 'Cause
What are you laughing about now?
I was just thinking by like the 3rd day.
We were, like, naked in the room.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
walking around like
Yeah.
throwing condoms out the window.
Oh yeah, you threw it on my head too. Yeah. And like almost suffocated me. 3rd night, we were naked in the rooms. That's what we got.
This sound better. The show's supply.
Let's not get into those sort of details.
I don't want to just.
We don't need to talk about
I don't
that.
want that to just get clipped and not have an explanation.
They were Zach's condoms, but
I love how you guys are doing.
We got close very quickly.
Not that close, though, just for the record.
yeah, I mean,
Oh my god.
Could've just let me
You know
finish
what?
that.
Next question. Let's
The more
move
we
on.
talk, it's
I don't see this ending well for us. Let's just.
Okay,
Yep. What
we're
else?
just gonna take it back. But we're
Uh-huh.
Liam, who you know, we all know Liam's no longer with us, but he was
Yeah.
really rooting for you guys, and you know, being able to reflect back on those notes and the things that, you know, he was obviously run. You guys really, you guys don't dance, neither did One Direction. Like you could
Yeah.
really see the kindness and care that he really worked with you guys. Can you talk a little bit about that experience with him?
Yeah. Well, that wasn't just on camera either. That all happened off camera. Like all the sweetness that he showed on camera and embrace that he showed us happened off camera as well. And that's what I think we love the most. Like Liam wasn't this dude who was just doing something for a camera. He was genuinely helping us. And I think now more than ever, you know, we have these songs out And like I'm sure the boys are the same. We're really just thinking like, we wish you could have heard these. Like we wish you could have came to our tour. You know, I think about it like most days. It's like, because he had a soft spot for us, and he did say told us he's proud of us, and he couldn't wait to see what we do in the future. And now it's just like, man, we wish you could see it.
Yeah, I feel like part of all of us kind of did it for him as well. You know what I mean? Like he's a huge reason why we stuck together, and you know the things he said definitely inspired us.
Yeah.
You could really, I mean, that's, even just in the episodes, you could really see the kindness and the sincerity. And I think everybody's just really grateful that they were able to see that.
And even like a lot of people are saying, you know, we're trying to be the next One Direction, and we are all so inspired by them. So we don't even really take that to offense, you know. It's like, like we think they're awesome.
I mean, we have a different sound, but at the same time, like, how could you not be inspired by such a like talented, successful band?
I mean, and Nicole, you know, having Nicole there and Liam, you guys are kind of like kissed, you know? Like, you guys have that...
You almost did.
I cut that out. That was... So she's very, like... Nicole's a very, like, fierce woman. And she's super, super nice. We all love her.
But she's intimidating as well. She's like the loveliest person, but also like she's an alpha, you know, like
She was like, I want you to work the stage more. And I was like standing in like the rehearsal rooms, and she comes walking up to me, and everything they fed us on the food, like all the food.
He had like a rib sandwich or something.
I just ate like some kind of like.
It was chicken wings, I'm sure.
Like chicken with curry.
Yeah.
And I just knew like my breath wasn't gonna be great at that moment.
She's like right.
And she walked right up to Zach.
Like, just, she comes right up to my face and puts her nose on my nose. And she goes, I need you to work the stage like this. And then I'm like, I'm holding my breath. My face is going
We're just on the sides like laughing. We're like, what is
It
going
was
on?
so funny.
And she does it like 3 more times. And I was like, I need this to end right.
You do, but you don't. But you know, it's actually kind of a Hawaiian thing.
I did work the stage better after.
She gave us, she believed in us a lot too. Like at the start, you know, she gave us a lot of pointers, and as we continue, she just, she helped us a lot. She was great.
I think she really loved how, you know, authentic we are, and we didn't want to change, you know. Even though they wanted us to dance, or maybe we would have had a better shot if we tried to do different music. You know, with the backflip, she loved the backflip. You know, she's just like, I loved it. You know, like, and it was, you loved it?
I did.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Well, it's funny because they gave press like episodes 5, 6, and 7. I got them the night before, you know, we did the junket. So I literally crammed 3 hours, and I was watching it in bed. And when the backflip happened, I literally sat up in bed and was like, yes!
Oh, cool, man.
So even though they gave you the notes of like, you know, the backflip just seemed out of place. I'm like, I was at home loving it.
And the crowd went absolutely wild. And I think that's who we're trying to impress at the end of the day, not, you know, the judges. Even though their feedback means a lot, it's like we saw how the crowd reacted, and I was like, that was sick. Like we felt the energy shift.
Everyone also treated it like it was like we were just performing Iris, but we turned Iris into like a rock song. But they're like, a flip doesn't belong in Iris. We're like, but we made it our own, so it did seem like it.
We also were having like a creative battle, because like choreo would be like, you guys should do that, and the judges would be like, why did you do that? And we're like,
we
couldn't win.
We weren't throwing anyone under the bus, but we're sitting there like, oh my god. Like every time they'd be like, okay, they want you to do this, so this time do this, and like, you're moving too much, guys. We're like, what do we do? Like, it was like, we didn't know what we could do right.
Well, guess what? You guys get to take out your own stage.
That's right.
Yes.
I'm going to have to wrap it up because I don't want to take up any more of your time, even though I could sit here and talk to you guys all day long. But talk about the tour. I mean, talk about the cities, talk about the venues. You know, how excited are you guys to now just kind of be on this new journey of your career? So
keen. We got, America, Canada, Oz, and we're announcing a European one very, very soon, European South America, which is so exciting. And the venues are sick. We're playing El Rey in Los Angeles. We're playing Liberty Hall in Sydney, which is a sick venue. You know, that's going to be a really special show. And the Brisbane show for Mason, you know, hometown show. So it's going to be sick. And we're doing like a Halloween show in Austin on the 31st. So we're going to dress up, and it's going to be sick.
Yeah, it's a big tour. I think we've got like 25 dates maybe. So there's a lot of shows. And we were probably the most nervous about the tour going myself, because obviously when we put the tour on pre-sale, which is still in, we haven't got any songs out at that point. And a lot of people were like, what are you guys gonna sing?
They
Like,
have such big
yeah,
egos,
it's like-
thinking they could go on tour with no music out.
yeah. But I will say it's selling really well. I think we've
Selling
sold
so-
like 50% rate still pre-sale. So to everyone who said, you know, what are you thinking? We were right.
We got songs in the bank. They're coming.
They've been working on it, guys. Don't
Yeah.
worry.
We're just really excited to, you know, meet the fans as well. This tour is going to be, you know, it's big still, but it's also quite intimate as well. You know, we wanted this to really be for the fans and to be able to go around and meet every single one of the fans and say hello. And yeah, it's special because we just want to meet everyone.
Yeah, the rooms are still small enough that I think it's super intimate. We're playing like 1,000 cap, you know, 1,200 person rooms, which is still, I don't know. I think our first tour we just wanted to make sure people were in it with us, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was super intimidating, just selling the tour.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
say, But the fan base that we built in such a short period of time, like these people go to war in the comments.
Yeah, it's
section
crazy.
for us, like, we just
In
have,
the
like,
trenches,
best
eh?
fan base.
I know, I've seen my comment section and,
Yeah.
and our
Yeah,
channel,
right.
and they're like, where's midnight till morning? They're savage for you
Yeah,
guys.
they're
Yeah,
hardcore.
they're hectic.
For whoever leaves a hate comment, I feel bad at this point because
Yeah.
they're very, very protective.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's just awesome.
Super.
So I'm excited to meet everybody.
we love them.
Well, I'm excited
Yeah.
to watch you guys. I can't wait to see the response. And then I can't wait till like I show up at a Lollapalooza and you guys are like taking one of the stages and I'll be like, dude, remember we were sitting
Yep.
on this couch? So congratulations.
Thank you.
Thank
guys
you.
are, I mean, you guys are fantastic.